boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a very special Saturday edition of the Sir Alex Ferguson save. And since we last met, it's been a bit rocky. We've had a few injuries, we've had a few sending offs, and we've lost our first game of the season. Today we're bringing you the second leg against Porto. 1-1 in from the first leg. We have that away goal, which is great, and we played Chelsea in the 6th round of the FA Cup, hoping to get to another FA Cup semi-final there. As always, if you are enjoying the series, hit that like button down below. If you are new around here and a non-subscriber but just watching and you enjoy what you see, hit that subscribe button, follow it up with ticking the bell icon so you're notified every time a video goes live. So let's recap where we've been up to since we last met. We played Brighton in the Carabao Cup, won that piece of silverware, which was fantastic to get that under our belts. We then played Brighton again in midweek and beat them 3-0. Marin and Arno van der Horst carrying on his goal-scoring vein of form against Brighton. What's that? That's 6 in 2 games against Brighton. Fantastic performance here. But Will Perry picking up an injury. He was out. He's now out for a couple of months and might be back for the end of the season, but I'm not entirely sure. We might have seen the last of Will Perry. We then went to the Hawthorns. Really tricky place to go to, the Hawthorns, and beat them 2-1. Arno van der Horst again, absolute beast at the minute. Arno van der Horst and scoring another brace. Edon Zegrova scoring a goal for the Baggies, but we did enough to hang on. We then went to Old Trafford, and our first loss of the league season, and more importantly, Arno van der Horst is picked up a little bit of a knock. He's going to be out for 3 weeks with a twisted ankle, so he will miss the 2 games today. We've got Fetty Arp and a new kid that we brought in over January, which we'll show you in just 2 minutes. But they took us to sword, really. We're unlucky, actually, this game for us. I think we played really well, but we just got hit on the counter-attack by all 3 United goals. Brandt, Pogba and Andreas Garcia scoring the goals for them, and yeah, putting us to the sword and giving us our first loss of the league season. We then bounced back with a narrow 1-0 victory against Crystal Palace. João Teixeira scoring a goal there with about 5 minutes into the second half, and all in all, we'll say we did enough to beat Palace in that one. This is how the league table looks. All teams playing, I think pretty much all played 30 games other than Fulham and Brighton. And we are 10 points clear ahead of Spurs. United and City in 3rd and 4th on 59 points. A bit of a gap between them and the likes of Leicester, Liverpool and West Ham on 51 points. Chelsea on 50. Brighton in 9th on 47. Arsenal way back one in 12th on 40 points. If you are a Spurs fan, you'll like this. They actually went on and walloped Arsenal 7-0 in the North London derby. I thought they might slip up there, Tottenham. I thought Arsenal might nick a goal, but nick a point, but they didn't in the end. 7-0 win, relatively easy win for them. So that is how we are looking going forward into these next 2 games. First up, Porto in the Champions League, second leg. Let's see who's going to start that one. So the back 5 will probably look a little bit familiar for you. Rakitic in goal, Van Zanten, Porcone, Zagadou and Luis Enrique at left back. The midfield 3, Larison, Leite and Teixeira in the middle of the midfield. Embolo back to full fitness. Put him in there instead of Enimar. Enimar is on a little bit of a out of form touch at the minute, so going to risk Embolo for about an hour or so and then bring Enimar on if we need to. Keane on the left because Marin is also out injured. He's out for about 5 days. Lewis Cook suspended for this one, and you already know about Arno van der Horst. But Tellier is nearly back. He's going to be back for in about a day, so he just misses this one out. Might be back for the Chelsea game. Up top on his own. On the bench, Christians, Bevis, Belao, Maya, Marquez, Edimar and Jorge Marco. Brought him in the January. My head of youth development came to me and said, this is the kid that we need. A £5.25 million signing. Not too bad. He played in the league, he played in the FA Cup and scored 2 goals against Blackburn. So he's already scored for the club, already played for the club, and now he's having to be thrown in because of Arno van der Horst injury this time out. So he's going to be out for 3 weeks. That's the lineup. We're 1-1 from the first leg. Can we go through to a quarter final? Van Zanten with a free kick goes into Leite. 23 minutes on the clock. He's driving forward from midfield. Goes for goal. Shoots just over. We've had a little bit more of the first half. 6 shots, 67% possession, but not turning it into clear-cut chances. Fetiap on that left-hand side finds Larison. Can he find Teixeira? Time and space. Goes for goal. Hits the crossbar. And DiBiase gets that ball clear. Arp looking a little bit nervous, as is Porconi, I think, is the back line. Larison being fouled on the edge. Referee's going to have a look at it. I think it's going to be a free kick. No, it's a penalty. Been given a penalty. Ben-Hur taking down Larison. Brilliant Bolo stepping up to put us 1-0 on the night. 2-1 on aggregate. Can he score? Yes, he can. Top left-hand corner. Morea nowhere near that. Only his 9th goal of the season. Brilliant Bolo. But we lead. Luis Enrique throwing the ball in again, trying to find Larison. Lovely flick out to Fetiap. Leite. Ball on his lovely shot on him, but it just hit the crossbar. Time and space for the youngster. He took it, but unlucky to hit the woodwork. He gets the ball back in to the middle from Van Zanten. Larison turning into the middle to Teixeira. Back to Larison. Good little quick 1-2s between them two. Moise Kean on that left-hand side being brought down by Julio Cesar, and he's already booked 10 minutes to go in this first half. We're 1-0 up, and I think Porto are going to go down to 10 men. Yes, they are. Been given his 2nd yellow card, and they are down to 10 men. That's half time. I think the game's pretty much done and dusted with that brilliant Bolo penalty just after half-hour mark, and then Julio Cesar being sent off for 2 yellow cards. Going to go into the dressing room. Team talk's going to say I'm far from pleased with what I've seen out there, because at the minute we're not playing too well. We're a little bit out of form coming into the running of the league and the Champions League. Need to be playing a little bit better. Just after the hour mark, Arp on this left-hand side. Lovely switch out to Larison. He's got Van Zanten on the overlap, but takes it himself and then uses the right back. Ball in. Moise Kean back post this time. Does not miss a chance like that for the 2nd time of asking. Moise Kean's 6th goal of the season. Lovely assist from Jesper Van Zanten on this right-hand side. Thought Larison was going to take it himself. He just nips the ball off to the right back. Lovely ball in, and Kean open as a mouse goes to shoot. 2-0. Lovely finish. Open as a mouse. Enrique throws the ball into Meyer. Back to Enrique again. Lovely ball into the back post, trying to find Edimar. Falls to Larison. Can he go for a goal? Good tackle by DiBiase. Van Zanten picks the ball up, and another good tackle, but they're going to have a look at it again from VAR. I think it looked all right, but Van Zanten's picked up a little bit of a knock. 25 minutes to go. Are we going to get a 2nd penalty? No penalty after the review. Van Zanten, though, knocked. We're going to have to look and see if we can pull him off. 54%. It's a tight hamstring as well. He has played a lot of football. We are going to bring Belau on and just push him to left back. Enrique can play at right back. And our 3rd and final sub for the injured Van Zanten. Edimar goes for goal, shoots and scores. 4-1 on the aggregate, 3-0 on the night. As I said, Edimar must have listened to me slagging him off, really, to be fair. He's been in awful form over the last few weeks since Mbolo's been out and Will Perry's been out. But this time he steps up. His 6th goal of the season. We're through to the quarter-final. And there we have it. Full-time whistle goes. Newcastle 3, Porto 0, 4-1 on aggregate. I think it was done after the first half. Sending off for Porto, took them down to 10 men. We were already 1-0 up on the night, and we're through to the quarter-final. That draw will be next, and then we go and face Chelsea in the 6th round of the FA Cup. Right then, here we go. Quarter-final draw of the Champions League, and these are the teams left in it. Arsenal, Bayern, Paris Saint-Germain, Benfica, Barcelona, Madrid, and Valencia. So 3 Spanish, 2 English, 1 German, 1 French, and 1 Portuguese. I'm not going to say who I want because I probably won't get him, so let's just draw the team. So it'd be Benfica versus Newcastle. That was the one I wanted. Out of all those teams, yeah, Benfica definitely the one that you want to go after. So we've beaten Porto, beaten 1 Portuguese team. We now need to go and beat another. Let's just finish this. Draw off. Benfica. Bayern have got Arsenal, huge game there. Valencia and Barcelona, all Spanish tie. And Madrid will face Paris Saint-Germain. So 2 mighty teams there. But all in all, a very, very good draw for us in the Champions League against Benfica. We're away at the Estadio de Luz in the first leg, and then they come to St James's Park for the second leg. But now onwards to Chelsea, and this is the lineup. Right then, Chelsea at St James's Park for the FA Cup 6th round, and if we get through, we'll bring you the semi-final draw as well. So you've had 2 draws today, all cup competition going forward. We're going to play a little bit more league football for you as well. So you'll get everything from now until probably the end of the season, because this is probably going to be our last season in this save, just because time constraint before FM20. But all in all, yeah, probably going to see the majority of these games, as you can see on the screen there. But this is the lineup for the Chelsea game. Same, nearly the same back line. Tellier comes in for Van Zanten, who picked up a knock against Porto. Teixeira, Leite, Leroy in the middle of midfield. They keep all their places. Keane and Bolo and Arp all keep their places as well. Marco, Edimar, Marquez, Maya, Cook, Balau and Bevis all on the bench. Let's submit that team and see if we can get through to a semi-final of the FA Cup. Zagadou, 2 minutes on the clock. First highlight, a little bit quicker than the one against Porto. Larison into Fetiar. Can he turn his man? No, goes out to Tellier. Comes back to Larison and snapshot over the bar. Kepa, I think, would have been beaten there, but if it was on target, we come again. 3 minutes on the clock. Larison, time and space, takes on his man, gets tackled, but Teixeira picks up the ball. Can he go for a shot? Goes to Keane in to the near post, and that is a great save. Tellier into the middle. Lovely ball in back to Leite. Into Tellier again, but he can't get the ball in. But Kepa with a great save against Moise Keane, and he's already on a 7.2. The boy is on fire at the minute. Larison, he's got time and space to go out wide, and he does. Tellier driving into the box, but gets blocked by the left back, and now Vinicius Jr. is just going to hoof that ball up. And we're going to recycle it and come back again. Borcone, ball over the top, trying to find Fetiar, surrounded by 2 or 3 different Chelsea players. And again, they go long, and this time they don't get the ball. Leite heads the ball up, and only as far as Pellegrini into Vinicius Jr., cutting in on that left-hand side. Played it behind James Maddison, former Newcastle man. Pushed the ball out to Embolo. Lovely ball to Keane, and Kepa again with a great save. Can't go 1-0 up. Kepa is keeping us out, and we should be at least 1 or 2-0 up here in this game against Chelsea. But if it wasn't for the Spaniard in goal, Teixeira driving down that right-hand side, back to Tellier, and Kepa is having the game of his life. Tellier with a corner, whip that ball in. Arps at the back post, goes for goal, and Fetiar does break the deadlock. He gets past Kepa, and that's his 13th goal of the season, stepping up for Arno van der Hurst, who is out injured. Lovely ball in from Tellier and Fetiar. Lovely, lovely finish into that top right-hand corner. 1-0 Newcastle. It's been coming. 1-0 to Newcastle, half-time. If it wasn't for Kepa, we would be miles ahead of this one. 20 shots in that first half, 13 on target, and I think he saved about 7 of them. So, all in all, we're on top, we're on fire. I'm just going to say, things are going well. You are capable of even better, and then passionately say, you weren't that bad. Believe you've got what it takes. I've got faith in you. Go out there in the second half and put a couple more past them. Tellier, free kick, goes for goal, hits the crossbar, and Berra gets that ball out. Arp's going to recycle it. Can we get the ball back in quickly? Zagadou into Larison, and it comes to nothing. Keane on a 6.5, probably because he's missed a couple of really good chances, but Kepa's been in fine form. Coming up to the hour mark now, still 1-0 Newcastle. We're going to stay with it, and Bolo's looking a little bit tired, and Keane's not playing the best. So what we're going to do is we are going to put Edimar on that right-hand side. We're going to bring Keane off and put, apparently Maya can play out there. We'll put Maya out there anyway. Leite's not having the best of games, and we're going to bring Marquez on. Push him out to that box-to-box midfielder role. Teixeira in the middle as that deep line playmaker. And all 3 subs have been made. 20 minutes to go. We're still 1-0 up. Tellier looking a bit tired after having to play 90 minutes because of Van Zanten being injured. Langil out on this left-hand side, driving at Tellier into Zaydas, but lovely cut out by Larison to Maya on that left-hand side. Into Larison again, gets the ball out to Arnie Maya, driving him into the penalty box, and he shoots, he scores. Arnie Maya, I think we found a cover left winger inside forward. He just took that ball on like a winger and just drove at that Chelsea defence. He broke the deadlock there again. Maya just driving forward here. No one can touch him, and as soon as he gets into that penalty area, no one can bring him down. 3rd goal of the season for him. 2-0 Newcastle. 8 minutes to play, and we're going to get the ball out to Enrique down that left-hand side. Cuts inside and finds Arnie Meyer. Back inside, cutting inside. Lovely ball out to Edimar. That second time of asking, though. He shoots, he scores. I've been giving him stick. He scored 2 goals in 2 games. And kind of throwing my words back at me there. 3-0 now in this 6th round. Looks like we're going through to the semi-final. Lovely ball from Arnie Meyer. Great save by Kepa. Luckily falls back to Edimar, who puts it home. 3-0 Newcastle. And there we have it. Full time whistle goes 3-0 to Newcastle. Fetty up after 25 minutes. Arnie Meyer with 15 minutes to go. And then Edimar with 7 minutes to go. All in all, fantastic performance from us. And Giuliano Tellier with the player of the match performance, 8.2. Had to play 90 minutes even though he's just come back from injury. We're going to go on now to the semi-final draw, which is tomorrow. I will see you when we get there. Here you go then, semi-final draw of the FA Cup. Arsenal, Liverpool, ourselves and Stoke. So let's see who we're going to get in this one. We are first out of the hat and we will get Arsenal. So we will play the Gunners in the semi-final, and then Stoke will play Liverpool in the other semi-final. Game rearranged because of it. So we will be back literally straight after. We're going to do Liverpool and we're going to do Tottenham straight after this game. So you will not miss anything. And that will be out tomorrow. We're going to do a lucky Sunday upload as well. So Liverpool and Tottenham will be your 2 games for tomorrow's episode, and then we get into the nitty-gritty of the run-in in April, and the Champions League comes back and we go to Benfica. Plus we have to play the likes of Chelsea, West Ham and Man City, all in the final few weeks of the season. But that is it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do drop it a like. If you're new around here and you've just not done it yet, hit that subscribe button. Helps you, shows you the support on the channel, and also tick the little bell icon so you're notified every time a video goes live. And we will be back for a special Sunday episode as well. Liverpool at home, Tottenham away. I'll see you soon.